Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. I quickly want to talk about what I find to be one of the most powerful experiences when we evolve into higher states of consciousness, when we ascend, when we shift, which is what you're doing right now, right? What many of you are probably noticing is that these old ways of doing things, being a certain way, feeling things, they're changing, they're shifting. You're not feeling the same. You're not experiencing things the same way. You're having to let things go, etc., right? It's a very natural process that we are going through. But one of the most powerful keys in your evolution is attachment. And attachment is very normal. It's very unconscious as well. And what is attachment? Attachment is when we have external things that provide us with a sense of peace, joy, love, companionship, excitement, validation, being seen, etc., right? So there's many things that we are attached to. Our cars, our house, our relationships, our friends, our job, our food, getting coffee in the morning, right? The exercise that we do, right? We are attached to a lot of things. When you let go of attachment, and I'm going to tell you how to do that, but when you let go of attachment, you free yourself from suffering. You free yourself from struggle. And letting go of attachment doesn't mean that you stop having these things in your life. It's quite the opposite. You keep these things in your life, but you no longer need them. They don't define you. You're not grabbing them in order to be sure that you are able to experience your life and live your life and have your life. Because I can promise you that as you continue to evolve into these higher states of consciousness or awaken, things are going to fall from your life. A lot's going to change in a really beautiful way. And if we are attached to that which is changing, if we attach to that which is dissolving from our life, there's going to be suffering and struggle. There's going to be resistance, anger, irritability, frustration. There's going to be doubt. All these things are going to come up because you're attached. You're attached to things. We all are. And this is baby steps, okay? What I'm about to share with you is baby steps. You can't just all of a sudden let go of all of your attachments, but we can begin to start to practice it. So I want you to think of things that you're attached to, right? And there's nothing wrong with attachment. There is absolutely nothing wrong with attachment. But let's start to get clear on attachments. Let's feel an attachment right now. So think of an attachment, whatever it is, okay? An attachment to traveling. That's what I have, right? An attachment to finding peace. I don't know, whatever it is. An attachment to my relationship. And I want you to think about what is it that that attachment is giving you. Just think about it for a moment. What is that attachment giving me? Again, there's no judgment. There's nothing wrong with having attachment. What is the attachment giving you? And now I want you to imagine that thing that you're attached to gone. That's how you start to detach. You literally visualize yourself letting go of that experience, of that individual, of that thing, whatever it is, you let it go. On an energetic level, you say, will I be okay if this is not in my life? Will I be okay if I don't travel? Can I let go of traveling? And what happens, this is miraculous. I promise you, if you start practicing this, it's a miraculous kind of hack. When you let go of an attachment to something, that which you have been attached to becomes even more prominent in your life. It's almost as if when you attach to something, you dim the light of it. You dim the power that it has in your life, meaning that you're grabbing it, you're holding it, you're making it so important in your life, perhaps, that you can't actually naturally feel the power that it has in your life and the opportunity that it can provide you when you let it go. When you drop, when you stop trying to make sure it stays in your life, when you stop trying to make sure that it is in your life, that it doesn't go anywhere. I have to make sure this stays. I have to keep this. This has to be in my life, right? That's an attachment. All suffering and struggle comes from attachment. all suffering and all struggle comes from attachment. And so the key to our evolution right now is to pay attention to what we are attached to and to start to ask ourselves, wait a second, can I detach? And again, detaching is an energetic experience. You feel it. So as soon as you recognize yourself attached to something, again, you ask yourself, can I let it go? Meaning, can I imagine not having it? What does that feel like? It doesn't go anywhere. You don't lose it. You don't turn your back on it. You don't say, oh, I can't have anything now because I'm not supposed to be attached to anything. There is no supposed to, shoulds, any of that. This is all an energetic shift. This is all an energetic experience. Attachment is just an energetic cord that you have with something else or someone else. And when you detach, you break that energetic cord and that thing still stays there. And then what happens is as you evolve, because you are no longer energetically holding on and attached to something, if that something dissolves, if it is being asked to be let go of, guess what? You can easily let it go. No big deal. It hurts. There may be pain and sadness and sorrow. Okay, that's called the human experience. But you aren't resisting, grabbing, controlling, manipulating. You're not suffering and struggling with any change that's coming. You just have the emotional reaction to the change. So pay attention today or any other day to your attachments. Recognize that it's okay. We all have attachments. But then start to get clear on detaching is not saying, I don't need this in my life anymore. Detachment is, what does it feel like if this isn't in my life? And can I be okay with this no longer being in my life while it's still in my life? That's freedom. That's expansion. That's flow. That's peace. That's being in the quantum field. You're floating in every now moment. Right now, you're floating in a quantum realm. Everything just is. But we stick and attach to things, and we grab it like an anchor. And then as we start to evolve and move into these higher states, we're so attached to certain things that may no longer be in resonance with us that we find a hard time letting it go, and we stunt the evolution. We stunt our awakening. We stunt our ascension because we're grabbing so tight on the things that we think we need as an attachment. So energetically let it go. Trust that everything that is coming and going in your life is for your highest good. Always, always, always for your highest good. And you are here to flow through it all with ease and grace and non-attachment as much as you possibly can. When things come into your life, you're grateful. When things leave, you're grateful. You flow. And it's practice over and over and over again. Practicing baby steps. What am I attached to? Can I let go of that attachment while it still stays in my life? What does it feel like if it's not in my life? Will I still be okay? Etc., etc. Practice this. Please let me know how it goes. I would love to hear your experiences on attachment. I would love to hear what has been easy for you to let go of, what's been challenging for you to let go of. We're all going through this together. I love you so much, and I hope this was useful.